I don't even want to vlog. Just got good job I just walked over here because I thought something was upstairs. That isn't upstairs because it's actually here. So if I hadn't have walked over here, I wouldn't have known. But I walked over here to get the t-shirt that I've just took off because I need to put it with the rest of my washing upstairs. Otherwise, if I leave it there, I won't realise it needs washing, and then I'll put the washer on whenever I do washing next, and I'll forget about it. Then I'll find it, and then I'm like, oh God, I want to wear it, but I can't wear it because it's wet and filthy. I've just got back about 15 minutes ago from a dog walk. I got dropped off for my own safety, and it rained non-stop from the second I left the house to the second I got home. When I left, it was like very light, but I had to put my hood up because it was like, do you know that lightness where it's gonna like get you soaking even though it's not really raining, but it's like wet? That didn't even make sense. But yeah, it was like that. So the time, I don't know, 15 minutes into the walk, it properly poured it down. I need to get my trainers off because my feet are soaking wet through. So basically, let me get my socks off. I've got mud splashes up my legs. And there's a big gap between my socks and where my leggings are because they rolled up probably a third way up to the knee. Well, it's not a half and it's not a third, it's in between that. And I've got mud splashes which I've now got to wash off. You know that fan is probably going to sound louder to you than it does to me. And I have noticed that when I like edit videos or play them back if I don't edit them. That sounds much louder than what it actually is in person. Would anyone like to explain it? Because I definitely can't explain why it's so much louder on there than it is in real life. So I've come home, I've had to dry the dog with a towel, I had to get everything off her. I mean, not that she wears clothes or anything, but a harness and collar. Because of course, even though it was raining, as soon as she found some water, she was in it. Because I remember thinking, is she actually going to get in the water even though it's pouring down? And at first she didn't, and then she's like, wait a minute, I'm not walking fully past this, I'm getting in. So she did. And she got in quite a lot of water, but not as much as she probably normally would. But saying that, it does vary each time. She doesn't always get in every bit of water she sees. So, come on, wet, and immediately like, because I had my waterproof small jacket on, which is not fully waterproof, but it does to a certain extent. Then the bigger one on top, and it still got wet on the chest and under the arms and the top of the back. So I immediately took it off because I saw that this t-shirt was downstairs that I'd gone down in, I think yesterday, to put a different t-shirt on. So I sat down, had a quick snack. I've not even had a drink, and I've just started to film, and I've come up here because I need to get changed because I'm cold. But I'm not cold at the same time. Like, my upper body's cold because I had a damp t-shirt on because it weren't soaking, but the rest of my body's warm. I just felt really uncomfortable. Oh God, my legs are filthy. And that's just from walking. It's just like dirt splashes off the road, pavement, ground, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to load up my leggings, but these leggings were going to not be put back on again anyway. I'm literally wiping those splashes off my legs on the leggings and it's coming off. Because I don't want to shower till bedtime. So if I shower now, I might not have one later. That just came my keys in the floor. I feel better now I've got those leggings off. I don't know what I want to put on. Because what I just brought up, I thought I was going to put... Oh, I've got it smeared. Because I don't want slippers on. So I wanted clothes on. God, those trainers are super muddy. And they're my newer ones. and then muddy and soaking wet through. I almost ended up in some water today because the dog I walked down to this bit of water and she like throws herself around. I don't know if I've ever fully captured it on video because it's difficult. If she's throwing herself around and I'm on the edge of the water not trying to fall in, if she yanks me too hard I might drop the phone, which I've dropped before but luckily not into water. And I thought she was going to go one way, so I set off in that direction and was facing that direction, and she went the opposite way, yanked me backwards, and I almost lost balance and ended up in the water. How I didn't end up in it, I don't know. I can only put it down to having very good balance, which I do. I think if I didn't have really good balance, I 100% would have ended up with soaking wet feet. And even though like the tops of my feet did get wet, the underneath didn't get wet on the walk. And that's when it's worst, because I've been on walks where I've accidentally walked in puddles because she's yanked the lead and I've not realised there's a puddle there and stood in it, and I've walked around with soaking wet feet. And it's much worse when it gets under your foot than when it's just getting the top of your foot wet. So, and at that point, when I almost ended up in there, I think I had 45 minutes of the walk before I was going to go and meet my dad. I still would have carried on with the walk, but obviously it's not as comfortable. But yeah, I just have very good balance. This is lucky for me. I've literally just picked up a pair of pyjama bottoms and I was going to get dressed. I was going to put a pair of leggings on because the ones that I just brought up, they're blue. I don't get to wear them that often because the only colours that I've got to go with it is I could probably get away with a black t-shirt, but I don't have many of them because I don't wear as much black now. I've got a husky, and if you know, I used to wear a lot of black because I like it. But when you've got a husky and they permanently drop fur, wearing black is not easy. And there's some materials where the fur just sticks to it. So if I do buy black, which I've not bought much black since getting her, I have to be careful of the material because some fur sticks to more than others. So I'm contemplating changing this t-shirt because it's a thick t-shirt. Well, it's not as thick as it used to be. I've had it a long time. I mean, I got it last year, but I've worn it a lot and washed it a lot because I wear it a lot in winter under like jumpers as an extra layer. It's definitely not as thick as it was with the t-shirt that I had on this morning because I'm literally putting back on what I put on this morning to go downstairs in before I got ready for the day. And I'll just keep this t-shirt on even though it slightly clashes. I can't find something that I'm looking for. I had it earlier and I can't find it. I mean, this is the second time I've tried to find it. Has anyone ever used the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter? I have for years. And I haven't used it recently. I need to finish off the one that's open. It lasts ages. I know there's some people like who get it and they just fly through it, and I'm thinking, how much are you putting on? Like, I've had the one I've got for a very long time, but I've not used it for ages. I know it's getting low, but even I'm shocked at how long it's last for. And I need to finish it off because obviously if you look on the back of products, there's typically a date. And it's literally, do you know, the little pot. So years ago, I used to wonder what that little pot meant. And that says 12M. So this means that they can guarantee that this will be at the quality it is from 12 months from when you start using it. So I think I've had the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter open for quite a while. I need to finish it off. And it is quite pricey. Now, I really like it. God, I've not used it for ages. I need to, like, finish it off. I really do, because it's a gorgeous formulation. So when I got it, I didn't actually get the shade I wanted because it was always out of stock, and I've gone darker. But I feel like I could go darker because I tan more than I did when I got it. Although I'm not really tanned at the moment because it's almost off, because it's had to fully come off because I weren't fully taking it off. I was left with bits of it, like a little bit of that it weren't coming off, and I was going over the top of it, and then I've got a bit of a build up and I want a fresh canvas, so it means I've got to go for a couple of days and make sure it's fully off because there's still bits on. And it's not like mega patchy where it's super obvious, except for there's a few places that I find it hard to get to that it is obvious on, that the general public aren't going to actually see. Anyway, so I'm not really tanned. I did put a bit of tanning water on yesterday, but it's not really done much to my face. And I'm having to put up with no tan, although I have picked up colour with the summer. I'm at least 1, maybe 2 shades darker than normal. So I don't look as ill as normal, but I can't wait to tan again, which I should be doing in 2 days, fingers crossed. So that flawless filter, when I got it, it was slightly too dark, but when I had tan on, it worked, but I could go darker because typically my body is darker than my face. So I like to use it a lot of the time on its own. Do you know, when it's a really hot day or you just can't be bothered, it's good to put it on your skin. It gives you a bit of colour, it gives you a bit of glow. There's not really any coverage, but it makes your skin look better than it does without it, and it just looks good. And I'll typically put it on with a bit of concealer under my eyes and on my eyelid, because I do have hooded eyes. So when I do put mascara on, if I've got nothing on my eyelid, the mascara sometimes smudges. And then I'll powder under my eye, on my eyelid, and then on my forehead because of my fringe. I'll do my brow products. I'll probably do a eyeshadow that's 1 shade darker than my skin tone, just for definition because I've got hooded eyes. Mascara and maybe a liquid blush, so it just looks very natural, whatever. I also do use it under makeup, but predominantly the last few times, or the last chunk of time that I did use it, it was mainly by itself, just to put a bit of makeup on that takes me 5 minutes, or maybe longer with my brows, but I can do them in 2 if I'm quick. And I really like it, but it is pricey. Now I will be replacing that, but probably not immediately. And a lot of people get like dupes of whatever. And I kept hearing about 2 in particular. One that I actually still want to get because I've heard more about that than others. But also the brand Collection do a filter finish. Gorgeous Glow filter finish, complexion boosting primer and illuminator. Now I've just got this as a part of a kit or a set. I think it's like meant to be like £18, and I'm sure I got it for like 14 something, just under 15. Or that there was an offer on this set that I've got. And I've gone for medium, which is actually darker than I thought, but I did put it on today, and when you blend it out, it's actually lighter than it looks there. And I like that you can wear it on your own, or you can put it under like foundation or a skin tint. This would make a skin tint look better, and skin tints look amazing. Or you can use it as a highlighter. Now I personally, even if I was super tan, wouldn't want this as a highlighter. But I can't even see my face. Now I did put on top, what did I put on top? What did I put on my face today? Oh, the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint, which is a very recent purchase that I've wanted to try for ages. But I kind of messed up because I should have got my favourite skin tint, because mine's run out and I've had that more than any other skin tint. I've had it like 6 times, and it's the L'Oreal True Match one. I absolutely love it. I think the last time I went to get it, they didn't have it in the shade that I wear, and that's the only reason I did not get it. But when I ordered last time, I forgot to look for it, and when it arrived, I was like, God, why didn't you get the L'Oreal one? Because it's your favourite. So that's what I put on top. But I liked the look of this by itself, but because I've got no tan on, it was obvious. But if I'd just put like a bit of powder and stuff on top, it wouldn't have been that obvious. But I did put the L'Oreal skin tint on because I've only used it 3 times, and I want to see what L'Oreal, the Maybelline one, Superstay, whatever it is. So when I opened this, because it actually arrived the very same day I used it, I was like, God, that's more golden based than I thought it was. I feel like it's, I should have got my Charlotte Tilbury one out to see. I think they're similar in colour, you know. And in the set, you get a filter finish flawless skin setting spray. What's a spray? Blurs and Perfects. Now I did try to use this, and it comes out fast and quite a big spray. So it's like you're spraying bloody water out of a water pistol in your face. And I sprayed it once, And I was like, oh God. And I tried to spray it from a distance, but it was still hitting my face quite hard. And I was worried I was going to have like marks in where my makeup was. So I didn't spray it again and just sprayed my normal setting spray. I don't want to waste this, but also at the same time, oh God, I did just spray it on my face, but it's coming out quite harsh. Has that got alcohol in it? Yep. I can smell it. I don't think I'm going to be able to use that, because alcohol dries your skin out and I've got dry skin. And I've just put that on. I don't know how my face is going to feel about that. It's got a very strong alcohol smell. If you don't like alcohol smell or alcohol in your setting spray, definitely don't get this. I didn't realise now I can smell is alcohol. So I'm glad that I don't love the spray on it, because see, I'm going to keep it, because if mine never run out, oh, it stinks. I don't think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to bin it because it stinks. It literally stinks. I don't have any setting sprays in here because I was going to spray one on top of it to get rid of the smell off my face. Yeah, I can't use that. I literally can't use it, unfortunately, because all I can smell is this alcohol smell on my face, and I definitely don't have a setting spray in here. That's a little bit disappointing. Then you get two other things, and I have used them both. You get the filter. Oh, what is a filter? Is this all filter finish? Filter Finish Liquid Blush Wand in the shade Berry Glow. Now, obviously, because it's the medium one, they're going to put in a darker shade than if it was the light one. Do you know what? I almost went for tan. I'm glad that I didn't, because tan might be too tan. Unless I was super tan, then it wouldn't be. Now, this, I blended out with a brush, and it actually works with what colouring that I've got at the moment with like the products that I've got on. It isn't too much. So I do like it. I did actually put powder blush on top, like I always do. But I could see this look really nice. And also in the set, you get the Filter Finish Liquid Highlight Wand in the shade number 1 Strobe Light. And I keep putting the mirror down. I don't know if I can still see it. Yeah, I only tapped a little bit in just for a little bit of a glow on my cheekbones. But I can't give like a full impression of it because I just did a quick thing, because I've not been putting highlighter on recently, which is new for me, because for the last 10 years I've probably worn highlighter most days, but recently I've not been putting it on because I've been doing a lot of liquid products, and some of them have a bit of a glow to them, not like a highlighting glow, but I think I want to start using a bit of highlighter. And this, I felt like it was quite subtle. So, do you know some you put on and it's like you need sunglasses to look at it? And I do like that look, but it's not an everyday look. Like, I like a bit of more of a natural look. And even though like I have a skin tint on, it's like basically your skin but better. And some skin tints are thicker than others, because I've got the One by Fine, and that's literally melts into your skin and you can't really tell there's a product on your skin. And I like that a lot, but yeah. So that's what you get in the set. Also, I don't know if I ever filmed the Peaches and Cream unboxing, but I bought 2 of the £10 mystery boxes where you get 10 products in each one. Did I film that or not? Because I've not tried this, because I thought this was going to be too dark, because it's medium dark. This is actually going to be the right shade for when I'm tanned. Sometimes I get things and I think, and this is actually quite light compared to some of the, because I've got a cream bronzer by Peaches and Cream in Sunbeam or Sunshade, which I've got a bit on today, the cream one, and I think that's darker than this, but I've not used this yet. I honestly can't remember if I ever did the video showing you what I got. It was an absolute bargain. I love Peaches and Cream, and I've got a few of the products. Some of the things that I got in the I got 2 £10 bundles. one's in my car and it's a clear lip gloss, and it's the best clear lip gloss I've ever had. It smells amazing. It's not too thick. It's not sticky. Absolutely love it. I think one of the eyeliners is upstairs. It's like a bronzy coloured one. I feel like there's something else missing. But say there's two things missing. The third thing is this. I don't know if I ever did an unboxing. I ended up with a load of pigments. I need to get a pigment glue. I think it's a glitter glue. I already own a pigment because I bought one of the bundles at Christmas. I can't remember what was in that bundle. Well, the cream bronzer was in the bundle, a makeup brush, the setting spray. Mine's getting low. That's a gorgeous setting spray. It smells like aloe vera because it's got aloe vera in. And there was a pigment. And there was a cream blush that I can't seem to find, which smells amazing. I wonder where that is. I want to find that. I remembered it the other day and I went to go look for it, and then I forgot what I was looking for. So also, I did put on my notes, please no lashes, because they were putting some lashes in some of the bundles. I think they had like 1,000 of them or something, and they sold out. Because I have a lot of lashes and I don't tend to wear them. So I did get 2 other lip glosses. I got this one, which is like a corally pink one, and it's got like a very, like a gold shimmer to it, and that's in the shade Bellini. Now this is super thick. You put a bit on and you have to rub it in, like blend it out with your finger. And it's one of those shades that isn't easy to wear, and you definitely have to have makeup on. It's like you can't just put it on without makeup on because it doesn't look quite right. And I also ended up with another lip gloss in Rusted, and it's a brown shade, but I put some of this on yesterday because I was sat in here and I put some lip oil on and I put it on top, and it went on better because, like I said, it is a thick formulation. You have to blend it out with your finger, but yesterday, like I said, I put a lip oil on and I was just playing with this, and it worked really well with the lip oil. But my favourite is the clear one. It's in my car. I think I took it shopping one day, and now, like, if I come out the shop and I need something on my lips, I'll either reach for that or I've got one of these in the car, but I had it let down and for some reason it leaked. The one in the car is Bay, the shade, and this is Bubblegum. These are gorgeous. Absolutely love these lip oils. They're really lightweight and they smell amazing, and you make your lips look good. I highly recommend them. Whipped Cream by the Beauty Crop. I also love Grey's lip oils. These are really thin, really nourishing, non-sticky, and smell amazing. I mean, I've literally just put 2 different lip oils on. And I have a lot of these lip oils dotted around the house by Grey's. Absolutely love them. So we also got, well, I got, because everyone got different, I got 3 lip liners. One of them's upstairs because I actually own a lip liner by them. I can't remember the name. Is it Feline? And that's my favourite. So I've got one of them upstairs, and then I've got these 2. The one upstairs is like a very pinky pink, and these are pink-ish. So I have Rosebud, which is this one, and then the top one is Peony. But these, they're really good. But the one that I've got, I think it's Feline, absolutely amazing. I ended up with 4 eyeliners. One, like I said, is a bronzy colour. And by the way, it's not the easiest to get off. So if you want one that's really, like, long-lasting, these are really good. So I got a shade called, I'm sure I filmed this, Papyrus, which is kind of a nude colour, which is good for your inner corners, or outer corners, of your lash line, lower lash line, because it brightens. My dad's actually here. I got War Paint, which is like almost a burgundy maroon colour. And then I got Tutankhamun. I think I've left my key in the door. I'm going to have to go.